Hi, I'm Susan, and I'm the principal through here. And my understanding is that you have some concerns pertaining to the interpreter in your daughter's class. Is that correct?
Yes, I am concerned about that. It just feels like the interpreter is missing class a lot, and she's constantly out sick. So I would really appreciate it if she had an interpreter that could be a little bit more consistent. I think it would be very beneficial for her education.
Yes. Illness has been a big problem this year with faculty as well as with the interpreter for Sammy. Was her name Sammy? Is that correct?
Yes, Sammy. She's 8.
I've seen her in the hallway a few times. You know, illness has been a problem and everything, as I was saying, and there aren't many interpreters in this area. We do have a person, an aide, who works with one of the first grade children, and they do have some sign ability. I think we could place her with Sammy in the event of an extended absence of the interpreter. Would that work?
No, not really, because I don't want my daughter to fall behind. I think it's really important that she's there every day so that she can stay consistent and her education is the same. If she doesn't have somebody there, she's going to fall behind. And I don't think that aide would have the proper skills to keep her education level.
Oh, I wasn't aware. I just assumed that since she knew sign, she could interpret. I've seen her talk to Sammy.
Yeah, communication in sign is fine, but interpreting in a classroom, you need to have a certification. Because the teacher is going to have her presentation, and you need to be able to take that message, process it, and turn it into a different language. It's very different from just communicating. She's right. A person with practice and years of experience, it's going to be very different from just being social and being a teacher's aide to being an interpreter. She doesn't have the licensure and the specific requirements to really properly have that communication access. It's a lot more complex. It's actually a state law that she have certain licensing.
So is there teachers are required to be licensed in the schools, of course, to teach? Are there some kind of requirements if we were to look for a sub that we need to be aware of?
Yes, she must be certified as an interpreter in order to, she has to have at least 1 year certification in order to qualify to be an interpreter. Just as a teacher has a license, we have a certification. It's called a certification.
So certified is a better word than if I were to say interpreter license?
Right. The name is certification. It's the same concept.
Well, I know that when we hired Sammy's current interpreter, she had graduated from a training school or had gone to school. So I'm assuming that's the training you're speaking of. But as I said, there's not many interpreters in the area. Where do you suggest we go to advertise for a sub or long-term sub in the event that the regular interpreter is out?
You can possibly try looking at other school districts, or maybe look at college campuses. They could probably have some. Do you have any other ideas? You can also look at the IRCD. They could possibly help you they'll be able to find a certified interpreter on your behalf and help you get set up with somebody.
Well, I sure appreciate you coming in to meet with me. I really didn't know there was a difference between signing and interpreting. We will do our best, and perhaps we'll contact this IRC number. If you could provide me with that, I'd really appreciate it. Do you want to set a follow-up appointment about this, or you want to follow up maybe in a month or so to see how the interpreting is going?
Yeah, we can certainly set something up. We'll see how it goes. I'll talk to my daughter. I can't stress enough how much her education is important to me.
You're welcome.
So thank you.